Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Felix Bliss. Today we are continuing our complete Photoshop training and we are talking about Photoshop tools. Now the Photoshop tool I'm going to talk about in this video is the Move tool. Okay, so this is the Move tool. As you can see, all the tools here come with their own options. Okay, all the tools here come with their own options. So the Move tool come with this option bar here, and you see all these properties here come along with this Move tool. Okay, so what is the function of the Move tool? According to Photoshop, let's see what Photoshop tells us. Move tool moves a selection or a layer. So what is it trying to tell us is that if you want to use the Move tool, you just need to move a selection. So I can just move this shape around from one point to another. Okay, that is the function of the Move tool. But you might have been saying that this Move tool is very common. I've been using it, but there are certain challenges you do face when you're using the Move tool. One of them is, let us take this group for instance. Okay, assuming you want to move the whole of this group. Okay, and know when I open this group here, we have triangle 1, we have ellipse 1. So this is the triangle 1 and then this is the ellipse 1. If I try to move this particular shape, look at what is going to happen. Select, it has selected only this particular shape, but I want to move the whole of this group, that is the ellipse and then the triangle. You get my point? So in order to do this, what you must do is to come to this point and change from layer to group. Okay, so if I change this one from layer to group, now look at something here. I can now move the group from one point to another. So that is the simple way to move a group of information in Photoshop. Okay, and if another method you can do is to just uncheck this one, change this one to layer, and then select the group layer, and you see I can move the whole group like that. Okay, but if you select this and you try to move it, it's not going to work. Okay, so the key thing you should note here is that you must select the group first, then move it. That is it. Or better still, you click on the auto select and then choose group to move the group. Apart from the group, there is this tool called auto select. Okay, the auto select performs another functions which are very important here. You see we have these two shapes, this triangle and this ellipse. Okay, if I check the auto select, now when I click on this shape I can move this shape, when I click on this shape I can move this shape. Okay, but let us uncheck this particular shape and I'm going to move this. Look at, I'm trying to move this ellipse, but look at what is moving. The triangle is rather moving. The reason is very simple. When you come to this layer panel here, I have selected this triangle layer, so it means I want to move this particular layer. So in order to avoid that, make sure if you want to move this ellipse, make sure you select the ellipse first, then move it. Okay, if you want to select this triangle, select it here, then move it. If you don't want troubles, all you need to do is just click on the auto select and then you click on it and you move it around. Okay, that is very simple to go by. Then the last option I'll talk under the move tool is the show transform controls. Okay, so let's have this particular shape here, and then when I click on this, you see we have the controls here. Okay, so I don't need to press Ctrl T before I can resize my shape. Okay, with this one checked, I can now resize the shape to any size I want. Okay, and then reduce it and confirm that. Okay, another common problem most Photoshop users found with the move tool is sometimes they try to move this layer when it is locked. Whenever you try to move a lock layer, it's not going to work unless you convert it to normal layers like this or remove the lock. Okay, so Let's try to remove this background layer. It's not going to work because it's locked. Okay, so if you want to move it, you can simply click on this lock to remove the lock. Now let us try to remove it, and you can move it to any point. You can also lock it here. Let us lock this ellipse and then try to move it. It's not going to work. It's not working. Okay, and if you have this layer under this one, it will protect this ellipse and select the layer beneath. Then this is the layer beneath the ellipse, so it will select that one and move that one. So keep that thing in mind. So this is the very basic information you need to know about the move tool. Coming next is the artboard. Can't miss that one as well. Make sure you subscribe. We will take all the tools one after the other so that you can work faster in Photoshop. I will see you in the coming tutorials. Bye bye.